Ooh, what's going on? It's Ace Attorney, man. God, this game gets me excited. Let's put away Acro. If it even is Acro. I guess it is, but like, you know, I got my suspicions, as always. Let's do it. Let's put away the culprit, because there is one. Let's put that person away. 217, what a long day. We're really in there for hours upon hours. Excuse me. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward one of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst. Psst. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why...
Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after all I went... You're gonna ignore me after all I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Again? You did that, in episode 5. Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
Now, Detective. Sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? I've got some really tasty milk. Why did she have to say that? How about a card trick, Detective?
Oh, well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? I knew it, bro. I knew that would come into play. I'm surprised we didn't see that in the previous trial. That is the handkerchief that Bat was wearing when Leon chomped on his head.
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yup. And I've noticed, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
I'm going to look at it right now. What do you mean? Bat's scarf stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. Oh! He wasn't smiling. Leon sneezed, bro. No way. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part. Not sure. It's all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that. I'm excited.
Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Got water on hand, dude. These people are nuts.
court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling,
Yes, Your Honor.
please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. I've been watching so much Bleach, dude. My voice, my Phoenix Wright voice is just becoming Ichigo. Johnny Youngbosh is just that guy. About the Ringmaster. See, that's what okay, real quick. I really thought, because he didn't want to kill the Ringmaster, I think he wanted to kill Max. Excuse me. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Perry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
Damn.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? He didn't mean to. This might be my last chance to answer that question. Yes, why? The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Relax.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
About the ringmaster. About the ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. Oh, he already did it. My bad. We? They don't know about Bat! Let's go! Yes, my brother Sean and I. The Diaz brothers. Shout out to Life is Strange, too.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro?
I was 8 years old and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Very Big Circus. At the Very Big Circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
Ow!
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
His voice cracked. That's when the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Russell Bailey, took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? God, my voice, dude. I gotta stand up for this. No wonder they stand up in booths for voiceover recordings. He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know. Seems like a nice guy. Which is what makes this so difficult.
So then how long have you been a performer?
An acrobat around 9 years ago. Oh, at around 9 years old. I'm so dyslexic. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. The Flying Dingleberries? Stop, it's nearly a household name.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man.
Judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. God damn it. I hate this part of the trial. When things just seem like they're not going my way. I'm gonna save just in case. I looked at my health and realized I was halfway done. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow!
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard.
Ow! Ow! Ugh. Ugh.
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Ugh. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor.
Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk.
Okay, someone is gonna come in.
I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
Bro, like... The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. Found inside the wooden box, the victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. Bat's scarf, stained with his blood, and a small quantity of pepper. Cuber theory. I think Acro wanted to kill Regina. Because if I remember correctly, I could pull up the video if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. Bat received this scarf from Regina as a gift, right? So who else would he blame? Not the ringmaster. What, for like bearing Regina as a child? No. Oh, wait. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Maybe he's on some, like, you took my brother from me, so I'm gonna take your father from you type thing. But she's not bothered by it. And I bet that's pissing him off. Yo, actually. Yikes. I really don't know what to say here. Let me just say of course I can and present the scarf. Plus this is that Heat music. There's no way they would play this. Now that I've come this far, there's no way that I could answer no I can't.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Very well. Then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the ringmaster.
That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence?
What are you supposed to learn?
Looks like you just won the award for biggest failure in court. Ouch! Biggest failure in court? That stings.
Trats. Now I'm really gonna have to think about this. I hate when they do this. Okay, good, my health went away.
Nick? Nick?
I said that the exact same way. Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. Okay, so my theory was right. He didn't mean to kill him.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow!
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish.
How come I can read that correctly, but I can't say what I was trying to say earlier? Am I okay?
Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, "This is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster."
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Ooh. Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
This track is so good.
Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
Why is it asking me to present evidence? What? Wait, are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
There's 14 more where that came from.
Hold it right there. You can take your time with the other 14 later. But for now, let me see that evidence once again.
Ooh. I'm so scared of what will happen. I can't even... I'm not losing health, bro. I'm not. Sorry, I'm not taking that L. Okay. The note. We haven't presented the note yet, haven't we? What are you doing? Ow. There's 14 more where that came from. Hold it right there. You can take your time, but let me see that evidence once again. Bro, what are you talking about? Like... Bro. Like... Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Okay, so wait, was I right?
Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro. You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? Whoa, I was right. I was right. Kinda.
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it. Huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ow!
The only thing that allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence. Now!
I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yeah, me too, to be honest.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Okay, good. I knew it was that. I was gonna pick the scarf, but yeah. Acro. You remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
No, sir. Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket.
Excuse me.
However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean, it wasn't for...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. He.
Order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours...
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? I forgot about that. She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Dude, I hope she breaks down crying.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. The ringmaster sacrificed himself? Oh, man. Man.
Hold it right there. Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident that occurred 6 months ago. Now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at the time. At that time. Moron.
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
You asked me about this for the previous episode when we were dealing with the Mimey sisters. I won't bring anything up unless it's related to the case, Judge. Come on, you know me better than this. This is our, like, 8th trial together. Come on, bro. It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... I can't pause.
What? This is it?
Well, I kind of figured that I'd try and get rid of evidence I didn't need him. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, I guess that doesn't come into play yet. Okay, hold on. Let me take these last two. I still got some health. It's okay. Whoops. This is the big climax of this case, which means that no matter what, I can't mess up again. You're telling me about the incident 6 months ago was actually... It's just Leon, right?
Yeah, I think it's Leon. What? This is it?
Well, I guess not. How is this not it? Oh! No, wait. Wait, what? Acro said he has conclusive evidence. What would he have that he gave to us? This, right? This is it? Well, I kind of figured that... What are you talking about? Like... Okay, I'm proud of myself because I didn't randomly guess that. Okay. Let's just run with it. Let's see if I was right.
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away from him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. There's pepper on Bat's scarf. Pepper is proof about the incident that happened 6 months ago. I get it, bro. Okay? I get it.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Kinda. Well, he didn't... He's not dead. He's just in a coma. Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tries of his own foolish ways. Tires. If you're so sure, Mr. Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim?
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina. She did that to him.
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool?
No.
Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Miss Regina Barry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human.
Not unless he was sneezing, bro.
They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
But why was there pepper on the scarf?
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. I hate that. Yeah, this is a good spot to save as well, right? I guess. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? Dude, it was more than that. Bat's scarf stained with his blood in a small quantity of pepper. Pepper just doesn't get on a scarf. You know? It was more than that. You feel me? Hell yeah, this is that Heat music. I was right. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. Pretty sure this is where it comes into play, bro. Yup, my health went away.
That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf was something that Bat used to wear, correct? And that's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina?
There was something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper. Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Stop. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Wait, I didn't want you to say that. Maybe I did, I don't know, let's find out. Hey, what's with the silent treatment?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a
Criminal, whoa, what?
But out of curiosity, what was her crime?
Oh shit. Don't try and change the subject like that, dude. She's not the one being charged here.
Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
Still seem like the judge doesn't get it. Oh, I got her sweating, though.
Mr. Phoenix, right? Wasn't it said that the lions seemed to be smiling?
Bro, he was about to sneeze. What happens when you sneeze? You smile first.
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However,
Lions sneeze. I called this, like, what, 10 minutes ago, maybe? Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. He was saying, achoo. Red. Ugh. It's a Tarantino flick. He sneezed because of all that pepper on the scarf.
What?
you fool!
You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Ooh. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot.
Huh. Ha ha ha. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. What? To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro!
You don't mean... You can't mean... Witness!
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Pause. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? Can we get a blood sample? I'm sure it, like, left a gash on his head. Is there not blood on the... Bro, is that the ringmaster's blood?
You mean the conclusive evidence that I presented like 10 minutes ago?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon. Or the lack thereof, to be more precise. Oh, we don't have it! Where is it? You said your team was looking for it. Where is it?
The murder weapon.
the bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
Bro, what? The bust. Nick, you've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Bro, we can't request to search Acro's room. What do you mean? I mean, it could be there. Where else would it be? Money wouldn't take it anywhere, would he? He takes everything back to their room. Bro. I don't want to lose. Request to search Acro's room, see how things work out first. This is the last step. We can't request to search Acro's room. Let's just see how things work out, I guess. Might be worth a while to search Acro's room, but... What? Why aren't you going to search his room? God damn it. Did I mess up?
It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice.
I guess. I figured with you that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned.
Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that.
Gumshoe? Can we call him as a witness then? Or something?
End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Ha 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 ha. It looks like you lack the final nail to put in my coffin. No, not guilty person would say this. Right. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now?
Where's the bust right now? Where's the big bust right now? Bro, where would it be?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? Did I just lose?
The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Dude, I think I lost. This is the ending trial music.
Thank you for your support.
Ah. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Hold it. Yeah. Okay, who is it? Regina, maybe? Ooh. See? In the, what was it, in the previous episode?
Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick.
How about you help out, Maya? Like, thank you, Maya. Virtual hug for Maya. Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to... Huh? The defense needs time to prepare to present its list. I mean, Kate, I was gonna say, like, what are you saying? Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. You almost made me bit my tongue, for real. Bite my tongue, for real. Huh? What? We need time to do what?
Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
Why are you asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Okay, shoot, she put it on me, but she got it started again.
Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Ooh, this is heat.
Very well. The defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic. Logic dive, Danganronpa 2. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now?
Somewhere in the court. Whoa! Whoa! Wait. Wait. Wait, how... Wait. Dude, I'm just thinking, like, could this be on Acro's person? Can he be hiding it, like, somewhere on his wheelchair? I don't know how big it is, but, like... Can it be behind him or something? He could have it on him this entire time. Because when I saw this one, I was like, dude, no way. Where would it be? I don't think it's at the lodging house. I don't think it's at the big top. Dude, I think it would be this one. Let me save again. I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom.
It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. Just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under the blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there? Ha 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 ha. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them. Miss Franziska von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. Wow. Is that why there were, like, ashy footprints in his room? But the bust. Obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? Ooh. I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of your court, hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Huh. Definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me. Made a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Dang.
It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Oh, that's actually kind of satisfying to see. I'm sorry, Acro, but like, oh my god, finally. Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro! Damn, show Regina, please. Dude, I'm sure she's heartbroken. Or not, she's just like, hey, that's a star in the sky, huh? All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. Oh! She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back. In the same way. Oh! And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. But she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful.
So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. Oh, nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, and then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. He was really in here crying. Oh my gosh. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Get it? 'Cause he's in a wheelchair. Oh my god, this episode is crazy. The ending to this episode is crazy, not the entire episode. Dude, Ben and Trillo, and Mo, you guys can never be remembered ever again.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. Duh.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare myself a verdict. Not guilty.
Yes. Yes, Max. Yes. We did it, Max. Let's go get some burgers.
This court is adjourned.
We were in that courtroom for almost 6.5 hours. My gosh.
Fabulous. But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Many congrats, but only at max 1,000,000 of them.
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No.
If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
I knew it, dude. I told you. We would get a sprite of her breaking down. She's been like this for a while now.
It's all my fault.
It's kind of nice to see, actually.
Sweetie pie.
Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina, Mr. Wright, please tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
Okay, I always get these wrong. Let me see if I can get this one right. Looks like I made a mistake with that one. Yep, whatever. Moving on. She's sad, I don't care.
Poor Regina.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. And what a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
Ah, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus in the world has ever seen, huh?
Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay! I can't wait!
Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing left. There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I could say is thank you. Regina? You're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
I agree.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the Berry Big Circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo?
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max? Nick?
Seems like everything is going to turn out all right here.
I can't wait to see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
Yesterday's surprise raid really paid off just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer,
I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Is this...
You mean Mr. Wright?
Is this Manfred?
Of course. Detective, my plan as for Mr. Acro's case. You need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor.
It's Mr. Edgeworth! It's Edgeworth!
Bro, why did I call him Mr. Edgeworth? It's Miles Edgeworth, bro. Let's go! Farewell, my turnabout. What is this? Bro. Big bro. Farewell, my turnabout. Bro. Oh, this game gets me hot under the collar, brother. It only took me like 1.5 games, but I'm starting to get the hang of this thinking outside the box bullshit. I was able to guess that the silhouette of Max they saw was the bust with the cloak. I was able to call that whoever used, the bust used rope, right? I thought it would be the person that uses like the invisible rope. Because wouldn't Mo have seen rope? Lift Max off the ground, but whatever. Very interesting game. The ending of episodes is always a conclusive thing, right? But it always teases something more, like who Morgan Fay. Like, they had her little teaser at the end of episode 2. Yeah, this episode, they teased Edgeworth, who I know he's not dead, right? I called him Mr. Edgeworth. Like, I'm excited, dude. I love Ace Attorney. I'm so happy I started playing this. That was the end of episode 3. Turnabout Big Top for Ace Attorney Justice for All. If you haven't seen the previous videos for that episode, you can check them right now in the top right corner. Along with this, I'm also playing these other games as well. If you want to see any of that stuff, please consider subscribing to the channel here on YouTube or following me over at Twitch with the link in the description. And if you would like to see me continue with episode 4 of Ace Attorney Justice for All, please leave a like on this video, comment about what you think of Ace Attorney, what you think of my voice acting, right? Thank you very much for watching, and wash your hands. This is Mo saying wash your hands.